Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. I've changed my mind. I want 90 Day Fiancé's Angela Deem to return to the franchise, but I don't wish to watch Michael. Angela Deem may be considered one of the biggest villains in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, but I still believe she would be entertaining if she were to appear in another spin-off. In her early 50s, Angela fell in love with her Nigerian husband, Michael Al-Sami. She was thrilled to have found a younger man who wanted to marry her, and she wasted no time visiting him in Nigeria. Unfortunately, Angela's trip didn't go as planned because of Michael's behavior. She was devastated when she discovered he had been involved with another woman behind her back. Angela married Michael in January 2020, ignoring all the warning signs. She also applied for his spousal visa in hopes of bringing him to the United States. As time went on, Angela became increasingly unpredictable and angry because of Michael's behavior. She despised that he pressured her into sending him more money, while also talking to other women on social media. Despite having valid reasons to end the relationship, Angela welcomed him to the United States in December 2023. As expected, he left her shortly after and shifted the blame onto her. I supported Michael throughout his relationship with Angela because I believed he was a nice and kind man who truly loved Angela for who she was. However, I was shocked when I learned about his constant cheating scandals and bad habits. It became clear to me that he was the primary cause of Angela's anger during the show. Not only did Michael betray Angela with his infidelity, but he also manipulated her throughout their relationship. It became apparent that his main intention was to use their marriage as a way to come to the United States. I think Angela would be entertaining if she were to return to another spin-off, as she would finally have the chance to show her authentic personality on TV. The 90 Day Fiancé franchise alum has come a long way since Michael left her. Despite being hurt, she has made progress and appears to be in a much better place mentally. Returning to a spin-off could help her win fans over and demonstrate she isn't the verbally abusive person she appeared to be while with Michael. Most of Angela's co-stars speak highly of her and admire her authentic nature. Her grandchildren adore her and seem to look up to her. I'm confident Angela has the potential to be a wonderful partner to someone who loves and respects her, so I believe she should have the opportunity to share her next romantic journey on television. Angela has always been very entertaining on camera. She has proven herself to be a more dramatic yet enjoyable cast member compared to other controversial names, such as Lauren Bravarnik, Yara Zaya, Molly Hopkins, and others. I believe the 90 Day Fiancé producers would greatly benefit from casting Angela in 90 Day, The Single Life. They would be able to capture a new side of her while ensuring each episode is as entertaining as possible. Angela would be a much better choice than some of the other names who have failed to capture the audience's interest, such as Tanya Maduro. In my opinion, Angela is a complete package when it comes to reality TV. She exudes drama, which is why many of her scenes have become viral memes on the internet. While I recognize that many 90 Day Fiancé viewers dislike Angela for her constant cussing at Michael over the years, I also believe she should have the opportunity to show that her bad behavior wasn't a flaw, but simply a phase. The 90 Day Fiancé franchise alum's negative behavior towards Michael was largely due to his provocation through his actions. I've changed my mind. I want Angela Deem to return to 90 Day Fiancé, but I don't wish to watch Michael. It's a sentiment that I never thought I'd utter. I want Angela Deem to return to 90 Day Fiancé. There, I said it. What was once an unwavering belief that Angela's time had come and gone, that her drama was more of a burden than a delight, has shifted into something surprisingly different. After all, the world of 90 Day Fiancé is known for its over-the-top personalities, bizarre love stories, and moments of cringeworthy tension. But somehow, Angela has found her place at the center of it all. Her polarizing character, eccentric ways, and unapologetically bold personality have made her impossible to ignore. It's not that I've suddenly fallen in love with her, or that I am now a staunch advocate for her every move. It's that in the chaotic whirlpool that is the 90-day universe, Angela Deem is simply the type of figure that keeps us all on edge, hoping for the next shocking moment. And let's be honest, she's a TV goldmine. However, I'll admit that there's a caveat. I want Angela to return to the franchise, but with a stipulation that might seem a bit controversial. For fans of 90 Day Fiancé, Angela and Michael's on-again, off-again relationship has been one of the most drawn-out sagas in recent years. There have been tearful reconciliations, explosive arguments, and jaw-dropping moments where Angela's fiery temper got the better of her. The show's focus on their tumultuous relationship reached a point where, frankly, it just became exhausting. The drama was no longer just about the two of them, but rather about how much emotional strain fans could tolerate before they'd had enough. Michael, bless his heart, is a decent guy in many ways. He's a patient, long-suffering partner, and his devotion to Angela at times seems genuine. However, watching his relationship with Angela devolve over multiple seasons has made it feel like they're stuck in an endless loop of frustration and misunderstanding. While he's not entirely to blame, there's something about their dynamic that feels stagnant, like the same argument on repeat with little resolution or growth. For many, watching Angela tear into Michael, and then apologize a few episodes later has become predictable, repetitive, and, frankly, draining. Angela's antics, though, are what kept viewers hooked. It's hard to deny the entertainment factor when Angela comes out swinging, figuratively and sometimes literally. Whether it's her fiery speeches, her larger-than-life presence, or her moments of unexpected vulnerability, Angela gives us an emotional roller coaster that's hard to turn away from. She's unapologetically herself, a trait that often feels refreshing in a world where so many people curate their personas for social media. Angela doesn't care what the world thinks of her, and that's part of the charm. She's real, even if her reality is wild and unpredictable. But back to Michael. As much as we've watched their relationship unfold, I don't think it's out of line to say that there's been a growing fatigue among fans. Every time Angela shouts at Michael or questions his loyalty, it's a repeat of a narrative we've seen dozens of times before. The tension that once felt electric now feels like filler. And frankly, I think Michael deserves better. If Angela returns to the show, I'd rather see her in a more independent, self-reliant storyline. One where she's challenging herself to break free from the constant pull of drama that revolves around Michael. I'm not saying that Angela's life should be without drama, because, let's face it, that's what 90 Day Fiancé is all about. But I'd prefer to see her evolve beyond the dependency on her relationship with Michael. There are so many other angles to Angela that deserve attention. Maybe she's expanding her career, pursuing a new chapter in her life, or even focusing on her personal growth. I'd love to see a version of Angela who's not defined by a man, but rather by her own strength and resilience. Imagine Angela trying her hand at new ventures, perhaps diving into the world of public speaking or coaching. She's always been a larger-than-life personality, and there's something captivating about her unfiltered perspective on life. She could become a motivational speaker or an advocate for women who are learning to assert their independence after years of feeling trapped. Angela has an edge, and she knows how to command attention. If she steps into a new chapter of her life, one that's less dependent on Michael's wavering attention, she could be a true force to be reckoned with. Moreover, Angela's relationships with other women could also provide a fresh dynamic. Seeing Angela form connections with other cast members, perhaps offering advice or even challenging them in ways we haven't seen before, could bring a whole new layer to the show. Her interactions with others could add a richness to the narrative, providing a contrast to the staleness that currently exists with Michael. Her fiery, no-nonsense approach to life could serve as a sharp contrast to the more reserved or passive personalities on the show. Angela has the potential to make waves in ways we haven't seen in the franchise before. And yet, I can't shake the feeling that Michael's presence would dilute that potential. Every time Angela makes a strong move towards self-improvement or independence, Michael feels like an anchor, pulling her back into the vortex of old patterns. He's a distraction from the growth that Angela desperately needs. If she's going to return to the show, I want to see Angela, not Michael. I want to see her navigate life's challenges with strength and confidence, not in the shadow of someone who has been her emotional anchor, and at times, emotional drain. It's not that I'm dismissing Michael entirely. He's had his moments of charm and tenderness. But there's something about their relationship that feels fundamentally stuck. Perhaps it's time for both of them to move on and explore different aspects of their lives, separate from each other.